Good evening, guys. Welcome into Vinny and the Jets. As I always ask you to do, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the video. Hit the red button when you get a chance. So before I begin, I just want to wish all of the viewers and subscribers that I've attained on this channel a very happy and safe Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy it with your loved ones. We have a great 3-game lineup tomorrow to enjoy, and of course, just, enjoy the great food, your friends, and your family. I myself am very grateful that, I have an awesome wife and the 2 best kids I could ever ask for. So I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the holiday with them. So before we begin this episode, I do want to come out and address a situation that I unfortunately went down on this channel in my last video. And I'd like to apologize to anyone out there that I offended. I did come out and say that I wouldn't mind if Zach Wilson was seriously injured in his next game. Not going to make any bones or excuses about it. I was emotional, upset about the loss, the way things went down. My personal opinion of Zach Wilson, the athlete, hasn't wavered at all. We'll talk about him being benched momentarily in this video. But I don't want to see him seriously injured. I just want to see the team win like you guys. So to anyone that didn't like that, I do take that back. That being said, for those of you that don't know, today's press conference by Coach Saleh, the breaking news that we were all waiting on is that they are in fact going to start Mike White Sunday at 1 p.m. against the Chicago Bears. I agree with this move 100%. What I expected to happen originally was I thought Coach Saleh was going to still name him the starter, give him one more game on a very, very short leash and see how it goes. But when you have a team that's 6-4 and in the hunt graph, so to speak, where you could still make a playoff run, a very, very winnable game against a very poor Chicago defense. I think they're ranked 30th against the pass. You have to go out and stack up these easy wins. And of those 4 losses, 2 of them were by Joe Flacco at the start of the season. The other 2 were against the Patriots that were both very winnable games. And had Zach not played poorly in those 2 games, instead of being 6-4, you're possibly 8-2, maybe the 1 or 2 seed. It just goes to show how important those games are, especially when you play against the conference, let alone the division. So granted, it's an interconference game. You want to win all the winnable games to see if we can just get to the postseason and make a run. And if they see something happen with Zach in practice, they want to give him the job back, I guess I'm open to that. I mean, I'm not the one that's evaluating the quarterback room, so we'll just see. I'd love to see what Mike White has. He had arguably one of the greatest can't talk tonight, one of the greatest quarterback performances in New York Jets history in that Cincinnati Bengal game last year on Halloween that none of us will ever forget. I mean, it ended up getting his jersey and his cleats in the Hall of Fame. So I wish him well. I'm very excited. The thing that even shocks me more is Joe Flacco will be the number 2 quarterback on Sunday, and they're going to deactivate Zach altogether, and I think it's the right move. I mean, what really set me off in my last video, it's not just the poor performance, because the defense played lights out. You had the Patriots on the ropes for 3.5 quarters, a 3-3 ball game, and then to lose the game on special teams. I mean, even when the Patriots defense had that late penalty where you think they're going to give us the game, all you got to do is move the ball down the field between 20 and 30 yards, and you can't do it. I mean, we're talking simple football 101. Something is extremely wrong here when you can't complete, passes into the flat, screen passes, dump offs to your running back, little short passes over the middle to your tight end. Something is extremely wrong. I think he needs to take a seat back and really look at the offense from the outside. So I'm excited for Mike White. He deserves it. He had a very nice preseason, nice showing. There was always rumors at the beginning of the year of what they put a second-round tender on him. Didn't really come to fruition. So I'm glad that he's here. And let's see how it goes. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to make a Super Bowl run, but there's been backup quarterbacks in history that have had strong playoff runs when you look at, guys like Case Keenum's, obviously Nick Foles. For those of you that are older fans, Jeff Hostetler's. It's not like it's never happened before in history. So, I mean, I like the fact that Coach is finally coming out and showing a little bit more of accountability, that, he's not going to take any more of this bullshit from this quarterback. What really, like I was trying to say before, what set me off is the question from Connor Hughes. Is, with everything that went down in that game on Sunday, did you let down your defense? And without hesitation, he said no. And I mean, playing the quarterback position in the National Football League, it's not like anything else. It's the most difficult position to play in any of the 4 major sports in this country. You need to know what everybody's doing at the exact same time. And for the leader to come out and say that, it's just totally inexcusable. I mean, I'm surprised the members of the defense didn't tear him up in the locker room after the game. So from what I understand, I read online, he did address the team this morning in the locker room. An apology was issued. Whether or not that was forced, none of us will ever know. I know Coach Saleh was late to that presser by 2 whole hours. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that room to listen to what was discussed between, all the people that are the big decision makers were in that room, from Coach Saleh, Coach LaFleur, the general manager, and I guarantee you the owner was in there. Why do I bring this up? Because obviously they got another home game and they got to figure out a way to sell tickets. Because if you told me, if I had the availability on Sunday to attend this game and Zach Wilson was the starting quarterback, there is no way I would have made the trip down to New Jersey. No way. Furthermore, for the fans in attendance that are the season ticket holders that are there every single Sunday, you know for a fact that if you trot out Zach Wilson after what he did last week, the first 3 and out, or the first interception that is thrown, he's going to get heckled right off of the field. And that's the last thing that the Johnsons need to make the franchise look worse than what it is. So, again, the season we are not ready to punt on. You're 6-4. Granted, you fell out of playoff contention. For now, you're still in the hunt. You need things to shake out this your way. Tomorrow on Thanksgiving, there's a couple of games that are going to affect the New York Jets directly. Buffalo is playing in Detroit in the early game. So let's go Lions. The second game has no effect on us. It's the Giants and the Cowboys. In the primetime game, you got the Patriots visiting the Vikings in Minnesota, which should be a nice barn burner. So let's go Vikings on that. So, I mean, after the Bears game, we're going to have 2 very, very difficult matchups between Buffalo and Minnesota. I don't think they can win both. Preferably, I'd love to sweep the Bills, but they're going to come out for blood after losing the first game to us. Then you got a couple more gimmies between the Lions and the Jags. Then you got 2 long trips with Miami and Seattle. So, I mean, we got 4 difficult ones, 3 gimmies. You got to land the 3 gimmies, and you got to win one of the ones on the road that are going to be tough. I don't know if 9 wins is enough to make the postseason, but I definitely think 10 will get you in there. And yes, I know we had the Fitzpatrick year. We were 10-6, and then everything fell apart. But granted, fast forward to 2022, there's 7 seeds. If you get 10 wins there, I think that solidifies you. So with that being said, I love the move by the coaching staff. I like finally showing some character here and taking the situation by charge. I think it shows that the coach has the pulse of the locker room and says, hey, listen, I can't afford to lose the locker room. I can't afford to throw the season away. We're going to see if we can catch lightning in a bottle with this kid and see if it sparks the offense. And furthermore, there's no tape on Mike White. Maybe you should have saved this for the Buffalo game or the Viking game. Who's to say? But again, I don't want to see Zach Wilson go out there thinking he's entitled and he gets to play and thinking we're supposed to have an easy game against the Chicago Bears, and instead of executing them like we should, like a 24-10, 27-13 win, and I got to watch him struggle out there and maybe lose 13-10. It's not worth it. I just want to win the games that you're supposed to win, because the Jets teams of Adam Gase and Todd Bowles, they would lose this game and nobody would, give it a second thought. So I think I'll end it right there. Today's Wednesday. This isn't my preview with the Bear game. I might save that closer to the weekend. Granted, it's Black Friday and people are going to be worrying about getting ready for Christmas this weekend, so we'll see. But I will do my best to drop that video. Guys, enjoy the holiday. Happy Thanksgiving again. And let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll talk to you all next time.